Hi everyone and welcome to the tutorial for Seasonal Love. Now my name is Billy from Piano and Pies and this is a request from a patron, Susan to be exact. She asked on Patreon and she's getting a tutorial. So if you're interested in requesting songs, head on over to the link in the description. Anyway, let's get stuck straight in. So the song mainly has one part with a few small details spread out through the song that changes it. And it's basically arpeggiating chords in the right hand, whilst the left hand plays some low notes and then some higher notes above. So we'll learn the first part. There's kind of four main parts. And the first part starts off with your right hand playing B, G, E. We're going to be all the way through this song having a high note, middle note, low note kind of idea. What we're going to do is play. And the only thing that changed there, the E went to a D. So you've got B, G, E, B, G, D. We then go back to the first set of notes. And then finally, which is B, G, C. So this first phrase we have at the same time, your left hand holds a note of C. I've got my foot on the sustain pedal. And it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I should mention that this song, you can count it in groups of threes and sixes. So I'll count along as I'm playing. Here's the first part of the song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll do that again without me counting and a bit slower. So that's the first part. The second part follows a very similar idea. The right hand's going to play the same thing. But the only difference is the very last note, which normally was a C, is now a D. However, the left hand does play something a bit different. We go up to E, or we go down to E, should I say, and we play the G and the B, G and B above it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So to put that part together, we get. And that is the second part. Just before we move to the next part of the song, I want to say thank you to the people on the screen. Those are my patrons. Not only do they get the PDFs of the likes of the sheet music and chord charts, but they get to request videos like this. Susan got in touch and asked for this song, and I've got round to making it for her, so hope, Susan, that you enjoy it. And if you're interested in doing so, there's a link to Patreon in the description below. There's a ton of other perks as well. My job is just basically to help you guys out on piano and guitar, so make use of it if you can. The third part, we have, thankfully, one pattern in this right hand. B, G, D. And we just repeat that 4 times. Whilst the right hand plays a low G note, I'm just on camera. And that's with your B and D in the left hand afterwards. I'll do that again. And the fourth and final part we need for the main part of the song, we'll start with the right hand. Your right hand, this time, has A, G, E 3 times. And then on the fourth time, A, G, A. With the left hand, we've got a note A, followed by A and C, and we play those 2 notes 3 times. Putting that together with the right hand, we get. So to play through the main section, have a listen to this. Now that's going to get you through the vast majority of the song. There are 1 or 2 small exceptions though. At the end of the first verse, when it goes to the A and the C, the piano player then pauses. So for example, instead of playing it 3 times round, they play it once and stop on the A and hold those notes. Now it's probably worth mentioning that if you want the full sheet music for this, you can head on over to Patreon. There's a link in the description and you can find all these spots, and you don't have to make any notes and potentially make a mistake. During the second verse of the song, there are 2 small phrases where it just breaks away from the normal part. So like I said, this normal part is the vast majority of the song. Partway through the second verse, when you start the A section, you'll play it twice just like I have there, but then both hands play octaves, well, both hands play in unison together, should I say, and we're going to play A, B, C, D, C, B. So the both hands just playing the same note. So putting that with the A part, we would have and then it feeds back into the main set of notes. However, at the very end of the second verse, so basically the next time round, there's another small part, and this time it's again both hands playing. We have notes of E, G, A, B, D, E. It's kind of like there's lots of strings and other instruments on the go, and they just play what is essentially a pentatonic scale. And then that leads back into the main set of notes. After that, it just basically repeats over and over and over. And there's lots of other instrumentation on it, but for piano players, that's what we do to get through the rest of the song. And there we go, a really pretty piece. Not usually my kind of style of music, but it's actually quite nice, especially to play on the piano. So yeah, check it out. If you're interested in the sheet music and requesting songs, then head on over to Patreon and we'll get everything sorted. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.